Sunny days and friendly smiles, walk the halls with me. Studio 415. Watch the news unfold, never a dull moment. Students today create our future, come and join the fun. Studio 415.
Cloudy days and there's no smiles. Stay at home and sleep. Studio quarantine. Watch the news unfold. This is getting old. My house is really boring.
Studio 415. Sunny days and friendly smiles, walk the halls with me. Studio 415. Watch the news unfold, never a dull moment. Students today create our future, come and join the fun. Studio 415.
Cloudy days and there's no smiles. Stay at home and sleep. Studio quarantine. Watch the news unfold.
some friendly smiles. Walk the halls with me. Studio 415. Watch the news unfold. Never a dull moment. Students today create our future. Come and join the fun. Studio 415. Studio 415.
Hello, we are coming to you live from Studio 415.
On today's show, you'll hear from the Indiana State Senator who authored a bill to ban cell phones in Hoosier classrooms.
You'll get to hear about the changes and updates that are happening at Parkview Field.
And you'll see how a local business is expanding into a new area.
All that and more coming up next.
The bill doesn't ban the use of cell phones, it restricts it.
But when you get a perfect night of weather, a night out here at this ballpark is pretty special.
A unique entertainment option and something that Fort Wayne I thought needed at the time.
Welcome to a live episode of Studio 415. I'm Tanner Marker.
And I'm Carson Beeman.
As the school year comes to a close, there have been rumors about how the phone policy might change.
In my story, I'll tell you everything you need to know about the ban on electronic devices starting next school year. On January 9th of this year, Indiana State Senator Jeff Rotz introduced Senate Enrollment Act No. 185. After being passed by the Senate and then the House in just 2 months, Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb signed the bill and made it public law on March 11th. The bill requires that schools must put in place a policy which prohibits students from using wireless devices during class time. According to the bill, a wireless device is any portable wireless device that has the capability to provide voice, messaging, or other data communication between two or more parties. This means that things like cell phones, gaming devices, Apple Watches, and personal owned computers will not be allowed during class time. The only time students will be able to use devices in class if it is approved by the school, like Chromebooks and ThinkPads. Other reasons being if a teacher gets approval to use them during lessons, if the device is needed for a student's healthcare or personal education program, and in case of emergencies. The act will be put in place on July 1st and will be active for the foreseeable future. Author of the bill and 10-year State Senate member Jeff Rotz hopes this bill will lead to a successful future for students.
Our desire, and specifically my personal desire, is that all students have the best opportunity you possibly can get, so that you get an education when you leave the K-12 space in Indiana, whether you're going to college or going out into the workforce, that you're educated enough so you can function and be successful.
Rotz admits that there are many questions that are left in the hands of the schools. For example, how to enforce the law as well as the punishment for breaking it is still up in the air as of now. Possible solutions to put phones away are lockable pouches, pockets on the wall, or lockers. With many decisions to be made regarding the new rules, NACS Superintendent Wayne Barker recognizes that the administration has many decisions to make with the policy.
We don't have a policy in place yet. I will work with our high school administration, with Mr. Million, and he'll work with the teaching staff and students, and we'll craft a plan that works here, and then we'll ask the board to approve a policy for that.
Barker also emphasizes that even though the ban will take place in the classroom, this doesn't mean the same for outside of the class. Last year, NACS added to their handbook the ability to use communication devices during passing periods and lunch. However, one study suggests that a cell phone-free classroom could lead to more success for the students. A 2016 study done by scientists Louis Philip Beeland and Richard Murphy reported that in cell phone-free classrooms, test scores went up by an average of 6%. For low-achieving students, scores went up by an average of 14%. The presence of cell phones can often cause a distraction to students in class. This can lead to the lack of understanding their subject or lacking the focus for needed study time. This year, Carroll also gave teachers the option to allow students to use their devices in class. CHS English teacher Val Harold gives students freedom to use devices and believes it can lead to great life values.
My personal philosophy is that I feel any individual, whether you're a student or a teacher, needs to understand how to govern their usage of a cell phone. They need to understand when is it appropriate to use a cell phone and when is it maybe disrespectful or not appropriate. And I believe that the classroom is a good place to learn some of those lessons.
On the other side of things, CHS science teacher Jim Walker is a lot more strict when it comes to the usage of cell phones in his class. Walker thinks students would get work done faster without the distractions that a phone can bring.
Give students some work time that they'll try to hide their phone, like down in their laps or behind their laptop screen, and it just makes students less productive and a little less focused. If they could just focus for the 20-minute work session, they would get all of their classwork done and they wouldn't have any homework.
Students, however, may have a different opinion on the bill. With students being the most affected by the act, Studio 415 conducted an online poll to determine the overall feelings of the changes for next year. The survey received over 575 total submissions. When asked on if they agree with the act, almost 80% voted to be against the prohibition of wireless devices. The students also believe that there are many benefits to keeping devices in classrooms. 62% said that the phones help them relax, and 52% feels that the devices help them feel connected with friends and family. With a lot of uncertainty about what next year will bring, CHS students have many concerns about how the policy will be treated.
I think it's going to cause a lot of problems overall. I think that students are going to seek them anyways. I think teachers are going to have a lot of problems overall with it. So overall, not a good idea.
Honestly, it seems like it's just not necessary. Like, you should be able to use your phone. You should be able to be on it as long as it doesn't distract you fast time. So I like using my phone so I can snap people. I like using my phone so I can use Instagram. I get bored in class, so I use my phone, so I don't really be bored.
With many frustrations and concerns from the student body, Senator Rotz wants to assure students that the law was passed for the benefit of the classroom.
We're not here desiring to rule over anybody, but we do have responsibility from the state level to assist in making sure that the environment is conducive for learning, and we take that very seriously.
Superintendent Barker states that there's still a lot of decisions to be made with the administration in the next upcoming months. If you have any questions or concerns about the new law, stop by at a school board meeting and share your comments or concerns during question time. The next school board meeting is May 6th and May 20th from 6 to 7 at Perry Hill Elementary School. For Studio 415, I'm Carson Beeman. Back on April 5th, the Tin Caps threw the first pitch on their 15th season downtown at Parkview Field.
In my story, I take a look at the Tin Caps' new renovations, opportunities, and goals for this season.
As the weather warms up, Parkview Field opens to the public for the season. With new seasons come new renovations inside and out. Being the Tin Caps' 15-year anniversary, the building has experienced some erosion. Over the last year, a new concrete entryway at the main entrance has been built along with paint touch-ups around the venue. The players will also experience some change with a new $1.1 million playing surface on the field. Although many changes have taken place, Parkview Field holds true to its low ticket prices. TinCaps president Mike Nutter believes that TinCaps games are easier to access than other sporting events.
I'm not criticizing the major leagues or the NFL or any of that kind of stuff. I'm a huge college football fan and have my Ohio State season tickets and all those kinds of things, but it can be expensive to go to some of the other stuff. And so we're still rocking the tickets that are $7 and up and those kinds of things. And I think it appeals to a lot of people.
One of the many specialties of Parkview Field is the food. Compared to other baseball parks, you'll see an assortment of food to accompany your time at the park. From the first to the third base line, you'll see traditional ballpark items as well as Mexican, new bone-in wings, and other barbecue items. To feed your sweet tooth, there are options of Dippin' Dots, funnel cakes, cookies, and a new glazed donut sundae located at the ice cream cart. The TinCaps also draw in attendance by hosting many event nights and activities during and after games. These include things such as special guests, fireworks, and movie-themed nights, along with kid zones and autograph nights. Nutter says that the environment at Parkview Field is welcoming to people of all ages.
They can come out on a thirsty Thursday, they can come out on a Sunday afternoon and have a good time, a good experience, good food. It's a lot more than just nachos and hot dogs and that kind of stuff. And so we try and appeal to all the demographics.
As the 2024 season gets up and going for the summer, many jobs begin to open up as well. Parkview Field is a place where students can get involved in all sorts of spots. Currently, over 100 jobs are available for high school students to be plugged in. Possible positions range from selling tickets to being part of the video production crew. Parking, the kids zone, and the team store are other places students can work. Running games and concessions are most popular. Carroll Jr. and TinCaps employee Lauren Shackow believes that working at Parkview Field allows for a flexible schedule.
I would say the schedule is the best part because there's homestands, so like you're working for a week straight and then you have a week off. So it's kind of nice, especially in the summer too. It gives you a lot of free time, but you're also still making money.
TinCaps first baseman and former San Diego Padre Griffin Dorshing was drafted to the Padres in 2022. Dorshing believes that the TinCaps create a friendly atmosphere for people all over the city.
At our core, the TinCaps give the people of Fort Wayne something to gather around because there's not a lot of sports in the area. So like this being, you know, in the center of the city gives the people something to be drawn to.
If you want to see the TinCaps in action, they'll be back in Fort Wayne for a 12-game homestand beginning next Tuesday. For Studio 415, I'm Tanner Marker.
One popular local business has grown and expanded outside of the city of Fort Wayne.
Studio 415 reporter Natalie Winter takes a look at Combat Ops and their journey to how they opened their new location.
Wanting to bring a new style of entertainment that'd be both engaging for adults and teenagers, Combat Ops opened up in Fort Wayne in November of 2016. Despite the many other centers around the area, Combat Ops takes pride in their numerous attractions. This includes their axe throwing, Nerf style tag, laser tag, and many others. The style in which their laser tag is played is unique and different compared to other entertainment centers. But as the years have progressed, a plan to expand the company in Indianapolis has been set. This required years of research on real estate locations and on marketing. Chief Entertainment Officer David Dimbirio shares how the location has played a part in the success for the company.
And that's one of the reasons why we ended up on the south side of Indianapolis, which is growing tremendously. And our same attraction set that we offer here in Fort Wayne, we brought down there, and so far so good. We opened this August of 2023, and things are going very well down there.
Several activities in the newly built facility are only accessible to the Indianapolis location. This includes a dark ride theater, which is a motion simulator equipped with a blaster to tag enemies during the interactive experience. On top of that, there are flash pods, which include linked 100 colorful squares featuring a variety of 1 to 4 player games. With these changes, Combat Ops prioritizes the staff in these environments to ensure satisfaction from customers. Combat Ops employee Laura Dimbirio believes that Combat Ops offers an enjoyable experience for everyone.
I think it's just really fun to hang out with people there. A lot of people seem to enjoy it. We get a lot of social media pictures of people just playing around, having fun. We have a variety of different activities as well, so if you don't like one thing, you can always try another thing.
Combat Ops plans to construct and open another location in Columbus, Ohio later this year. Dimbirio reveals how he intends on expanding even more in the future.
And the plan is to continue to open more centers for another 10 years. Who knows how many we'll have in 10 years, but I would hope at least half a dozen.
As for now, Combat Ops is thriving and has hopes of opening many locations in the coming years. Dembirio then hopes to sell the business and step down from his position, knowing there are many locations that give entertainment to all ages. For Studio 415, I'm Natalie Winter.
Officer Kyle Gator is a school resource officer at Carroll, a job that comes with many interesting gadgets and equipment.
Studio 415 reporter Ella Hall found out what he keeps in his squad car in this week's car tour.
Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Car Tour. Today we are here with Officer Gator, and we're gonna tour his car, obviously. I haven't done this in a while. Okay, so what is your car type and name?
So this is a 2017 Dodge Charger. It has a 5.7 liter Hemi. It's all-wheel drive. That's a good, I actually don't know if I have a name for her besides Old Reliable. She gets me around everywhere I need to go, and she does 155 pretty reliably. So I love this car. So in the front, obviously with the Sheriff's Department, I have a lot of stuff. This is an equipment bag that I have so my sanitary gloves, evidence bags, gun cleaning kit, lots of ammunition, and then simple stuff like a little notebook, clipboard, my in-car computer, so when people are bad and I have to transport them to jail or ACJC, put them in the cage. Right now I just have my extra equipment in there, so my SWAT uniform, some sunglasses, extra boots, paperwork stuff right here, a Metro newspaper with my face on it. Since I'm on the SWAT team, I have my rifle, my 40mm grenade launcher, shotgun, which is tucked in here because if it's not, it'll just slide all over the place. Because you guys sometimes are bad, I have 2 PBTs, which are your breathalyzers. So sometimes we have students and adults who show up to stuff drunk. This is called a bang box that the SWAT team has. So inside of this, we have a smoke grenade and a flashbang, just in case I need one of those. Extra zip tie cuffs, all kinds of stuff in here. Things probably normal people don't ever have in their car. A little boo-boo kit, a very old one from the 1980s. SWAT team helmet, gas mask on a little, it's on an extra belt so you can just throw it on yourself real quick. It's also right now attached to this. Plate carrier, that's so you can throw it on real quick. Heavy kit, this thing is not pleasant to wear, but I have that too if something really bad happens. Little high visibility vest, when you guys crash into each other, I have to put that on because sometimes people run into me. Happens a lot actually.
Oh.
And then the best part, the driver's seat. This is where all the fun happens, where I get to go fast. I have passengers when I take them to jail, so.
Oh, well.
Some of your fellow students know.
And the CP said he's already administered 2 Narcan.
Thank you for watching this week's car tour, and I hope you all enjoyed. Sorry that I didn't talk as much, but I wanted to let him have his moment, of course. And next week will be the finale. Woohoo! And we will be touring the Wonderful Z, and because I have a lot of stuff in there. So I hope that you all tune in, and for Studio 415, it's me and Z.
You have watched our news stories, but the students in Studio 415 also make many other types of videos throughout the year.
And we would like to invite you to a free event that will showcase our creative work.
You are invited to attend our film festival on Wednesday, May 22nd at 7 p.m. in the CHS Small Auditorium.
This event is free and open to the public, and we will be showing music videos, short films, final senior projects, and much more. We hope to see you there.
That's all we have for today. Thanks for watching.
For all of us here at Studio 415, have a great week, Carroll.